With the vehicle safely lifted and supported, remove the rear engine transmission cover by removing the 6 8mm bolts, red and yellow arrows. The forward bolts also help hold the middle engine tray in place, yellow arrows. Use a 13mm socket and remove the drain plug and crush washer, red arrow. This bolt does not need a lot of torque, but for some reason people really tend to over-tighten the drain plug. Use care in case the oil is warm when coming out. The flow of the oil will change as it starts to empty, so don't just put your drain pan underneath it and walk away. When all the oil has drained, install a new drain bolt and crush washer and torque to spec. I do this now so I won't forget later. Remove the 16 E10 torque bolts as indicated by the red arrows. Unless the sealant has completely failed, the pan will still stay firmly attached to the engine. If you don't want to install the drain plug and washer at this point, at the very least install the old one, red arrow, to prevent an accidental spilling of oil out of the plug while you are removing the bolts, yellow arrow, and the pan. With all of the bolts off, you will need to use one of them and screw it into the forcing bore, which is located on the front of the pan, red arrow, looks like a small nut welded onto the pan. This will force the pan away from the motor and help break the seal. Use a series of wedges, red arrow, once the bolt has started separating the pan from the engine. The factory sealant has quite a bond, so you may have to use a little heat from a hot air gun to help you with this one. Whatever you do, do not place anything metal between the pan and the engine that could scrape or mar the mounting surfaces. Once the pan lets go, be prepared because there will be a little bit of oil left in it. Carefully and thoroughly clean both mounting surfaces on the engine and the pan. Also, if sealant has gotten into the bolt holes in the bottom of the engine, carefully clean these out. With everything clean and dry, apply a small bead of sealant to the pan and install. The torque value on the pan is very small, so you don't need to worry about torquing in a crisscross pattern, but I do it anyways. I have used this sealant for years with great results, and it is available at Pelican Parts. Make sure to carefully follow the instructions on whatever sealant you choose to use and allow it to dry and seal completely. Also, you do not need to use a lot of sealant. All the extra will do is squeeze out and make a mess outside and inside the cover. Installation is the reverse of removal, and don't forget to refill your motor with oil. Thanks for watching. Click here to view the original article along with hundreds of other DIY content for your car.